Hello everyone, welcome back to another Get Ready With Me. My name is Courtney Leach Hensley and today we are gonna do just a fun Easter look. I know like when I think of Easter, I do think of like pastels, you know, yellows, pinks, purples, I guess I should say lavender, periwinkle, things like that. But I wanted to have a little bit of fun with this look and use some of my favorite colors. I also like to, I don't know, so a couple of years ago, I actually did reds for Easter. I used my red duochrome on my cheeks, my eyes, my lips, and then I took like a really pretty, it's called bandana shimmer, I think. No, it was bronze blush shimmer. And it's kind of just like a really pretty corally orangey red. I don't know even how to describe it, but it was just really fun and really pretty. So sometimes I do like to think outside of the box for Easter. But today I'm going to kind of do a little bit of, you know, like a pastel, fun, springy type color, because I found out that one of my favorite colors is back in stock. So I had to use it. What I'm putting on my lid right now is Heatwave glitter. And if you follow me on social media and you've been around for any amount of time, you know that I am obsessed with Heatwave glitter. It is a duochrome and it has the same blue glitter that is in Dusk Shimmer. So if you saw my my travel makeup video, I mentioned it. I know I even mentioned it in, in my springtime video, because Elixir glitter that I used also has this blue glitter. I'm slightly obsessed with this blue glitter. With Heatwave glitter, like the other duochromes, pro tip on this one, we all know that I like to do 2 layers. But with this and the other duochromes, you want to let it dry down before going in with that second layer. So I'm just going to kind of let this dry. Let me see if I can, I guess not too bad. You might be able to see a little bit right here, like how it's kind of separated into my crease. And that's just because I honestly don't know. But I did find that out the hard way one time, doing my truck makeup a couple summers ago when I was doing races. My husband had to be at the track long before I did, so I would just sit in his truck and do makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and get this second layer applied, make sure that it's all dried down, and then we're gonna get to the next color. All right, so the next color that I'm going to use is Goldstone Shimmer. These 2 colors plus the color Canyon were in a collection, and it also had a LipSense collection with the most beautiful pink color I have ever seen. It had gold flecks in it. The gloss was called Dazzling Dune, and I know I've mentioned that before, and it was just such a good gold. All things that really need to be made permanent. One reason I like Goldstone Shimmer is it's got these unexpected gold flecks to it. So like if you were to blend it out and not make it thick like I typically do, you'd be able to see them. Like it's just so pretty, and it's such a true pumpkin orange. And I just when this set came out at first, I was like, I don't know. And then I tried it and I was like, oh, no, I do know. And the orange is really pretty for especially my blue-eyed beauties out there, with it being just such a true orange, and blue is across the color wheel from orange. So therefore, like, they'll bring each other out. It's just so pretty. I mean, like, look at this. Do you see this? It's just such a flattering orange. And these 2 together are just stunning. So I'm not going to do a super thick layer, I guess you could say, or bold or whatever of the Goldstone Shimmer. Make it a little bit over here, noticeable, darker, deeper, richer, whatever, on the outer corner. And then I'm just gonna blend it in just to make sure. I don't know if it's gonna pick up, but do we see the gold? Maybe, potentially. Guess I'll find out in editing. Now, also pro tip with the Heatwave glitter, you can take like a flat brush like this, maybe something that's a little bit fluffier. It's kind of dirty, so ignore that. And just like tap it to get that line of demarcation out so that it makes blending in your other color, blending it together a lot easier. It's almost like you won't have like that harsh line. And if you've used ShadowSense before, you know that it does dry down, and once it dries down, it's pretty much stuck in place. So it's one good thing about like semi-permanent makeup and these cream to shadows is once they're on, these bitches are on. So I'm just gonna go through, I'm gonna get this eye, and then what I used to do, because it also came out at the same time, I had this really pretty, actually I still have it because I do have one in stock. And it's just, it's this really gorgeous blue liner, but it's not like your 80s blue, or depending on your age group, your mom or your blue. It was just it just worked so well with that blue glitter that is in this. And then the blue tone that's with the duochrome, because this duochrome, it's kind of like a mauve to like maybe like a blue or bluey type purple. It reminded me, if you've had the duochromes before, if you've used SassyZ for a while, it really reminded me of Celestial Shimmer with blue glitter. So, and that was like definitely a mauve to, I don't know, like a blue to a purple something. I can't totally remember. I don't know how to describe it. It was just that, it's just that good. So let me get these even over here, and then I'm going to show you the fun thing that I'm going to use in place of the blue liner. So this is my first time using the purple. I just got it. It used to be a color that SassyZ had for a limited edition, but they brought it back permanently. I was actually opening this up in my opening. So we're gonna try this. I love purple and orange together. I think it's really pretty. If I was going for more of a fall vibe with my wedding colors, I definitely would have done like copper and purple, but I wanted to keep it a little bit more dark, moody, gothic, if you will. So I did black, purple, and silver. But I do think purple and orange together are really pretty. I'm just trying to see if I'm gonna be able to notice this, because like I said, first time using this, I'm not really sure how dark or noticeable. Not totally. So I guess we're gonna have to just do my go-to accent underneath. But I am gonna just try to pull it up on my waterline too, so we can really get that purple in here. It is a really, really pretty shade. And I feel it does work well with everything that I've got going on here. Very springy, very Eastery. And to be honest, I really do wish I had my blue, because the blue really did add something. Just brought out that blue glitter. And blue and orange, you know, I've already talked about. They bring each other out. But this purple is a fun little substitute. Which one are you? Oh, that's my little Hella Jace, aka Taco. Alright, so I'm going to finish getting this purple liner on. I'm going to do some mascara, and then we'll come back and we'll talk lips. Okay, so I've started my 3 layers. I'm on layer 2 of LipSense. Before we get into that, 2 things with the eyes. One thing that I kind of forgot is that I love to pair this combination with pink Opal Shimmer. It's just a very light pink on me. It actually tends to look more like a shimmery white or a shimmery silver. Kind of just depends on the time of year. My friend Kai, you can actually tell that it's pink on her. but I like to do that in the inner corners just to brighten it up. And because, you know, it blends nicely with the tones of Heatwave glitter. And also, if you remember from the springtime video, I did the green on the bottom. Yes, I know, I get it. It's what I do. And then I put that jade mascara. You could do a purple mascara on the bottom to really pull out that purple liner too, and that would be really super pretty. So I'm almost done with my lips. I got my third layer of LipSense on. I'm just gonna kind of let that like dry down. I wanted to try to recreate that, I think it's sandstone. I think that was the color of the LipSense because I love it so much. And honestly, I mean, SassyZ here is pretty close. Tone wise, I want to say like it's right along the lines for the pink, but sandstone was just like brighter, but not like a hot pink. Don't think that. And then I'm going to seal it in here because as we know with LipSense, we have to seal in with a gloss. I'm going to seal it in with sand because it's got that, you know, goldy, yellowy, kind of shimmery, I guess, tone, if you want to call it that. And while it's not perfect, I think it's a pretty dang good substitute. So that's good to know. So if you've been around and you have had sunstone, sorry. Sunstone LipSense and you don't have it anymore, SassyZ with sand. Why did I all of a sudden like forget how to talk? If you had Sunstone LipSense, you don't have it anymore, and you want something similar, SassyZ is a pretty close dupe. And then I mean, you could probably even use gold glitter gloss, but I feel like either way you can't see the gold glitter, and I want that kind of warm yellowy tone that you could get with Dazzling Dune gloss. So that's why I feel like sand is a pretty good substitute. So here, and yes, I'm keeping this on because I gotta go find my bobby pin so I can pin my hair back. But here, everyone, is my Easter look. Fun, colorful, not your standard like pastel, but still just very pretty, very springy, very Easter. So here it is. Hope everybody liked it. I would love to know what you guys are wearing for Easter. Go ahead and tag me in any looks that you do, or drop it in the comments and let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more Get Readies with me. I'm here every week for you, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.